Took off our heart, guys. What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. You can see in the title, I am finally starting on my car and the engine removal. So before you guys can see already, I already removed my hood, so I have as much space as possible. Also remove my strut tower, and I also remove my intake so far. So before removing the engine, you got to disconnect a lot of your electrical wires. That's part of the engine harness. So a lot of the work is, in the injectors, sensors, and all this. Okay, you guys can see this is part of the engine harness. See all of this. The engine harness should just be plug and play, but always guys, take pictures and mark where things go, so you guys do not forget where things go. So I remove a lot of this. I gotta remove the alternator, not the alternator, but I gotta remove the cables for the alternator, engine mounts. I would recommend spraying the engine mounts ahead of time. You gotta remove a lot of stuff from the top first, and then when actually removing because I'm gonna be removing my transmission with my motor. After you're done with that, you gotta go remove the wheels and you gotta remove the axles, guys. But without further ado, let's get down to it. All right, guys. So this is what it looks like so far. I removed the headers. I removed a lot of the electrical stuff. Unplug a lot of the electrical stuff and whatnot. Remove some of the hoses. I'll remove the AC lines. Everything. Unplug all this. Unplug all the power steering lines. Everything. I unplugged some of these sensors down here. Some of the fuel lines. Just a lot of unplugging stuff to do. So far, all you gotta do is just go around your car, look for every sensor and everything that needs to be unplugged that will be in the way. Like, for example, like these stuff, you guys don't have to remove those. But just look at some of the stuff that's around the engine that needs to be removed. Right now, I'm currently draining the engine oil. You guys can kind of see it's still kind of dripping right there. I'm gonna go straight ahead and start draining the radiator, draining the coolant. And after that, I probably will be draining the transmission fluid as well. We want to take all the fluid out, make the motor as light as possible. And with that being said, let's continue, guys. Right now, I'm gonna start removing my tires, so I can start removing the axle. You remove the axle nut, and then remove the upper ball joint. You should be able to remove the axles out. Done it before, can do it again. All right, guys. So I've been trying to remove my motor for almost 3 hours now, guys. I am literally almost there to start pulling my motor out. So you guys can see, got this axle out, but as I get over here, yeah, this axle is still in there. I don't know, I can't get it out. I tried all the force I can do. Like, I put in a lot of force. Like, the car started moving. Like that's how much force I put into it. And so I was scared that the car might just drop on me from too much shaking. So I just kind of gave up. So what I'm gonna do now, if I can't, well, I'm gonna come back and try it again. I'm gonna go eat first, but if I can't remove it, what I'm gonna end up doing is just removing this actual shaft itself. Just remove this axle shaft right here, and just leaving it on that mounting part over there. Because this part can just slide out. You just remove the boot, and then you can pull it off. Like, this is already off right now. It's just the boot that's holding it now. I'm gonna try it again. If I can't, then I'm just gonna leave it on. Remove this boot. Leave it on so that when the motor is out, I can actually work on it, and I'll get it out that way. Because this is way too tight to actually even try. So right now, I'm just gonna leave it like this. I'm gonna try it again. If I can't get it, then I'm gonna just do my final decision, remove the shaft itself, and just leave that end over there on the transmission. I'm gonna take a little break, eat, and then come back. Literally got all the wires and everything, all the sensors out, sensors unplugged, AC's unplugged, everything. Haven't drained the coolant just yet. I'm gonna remove the axle first, and then I'll go to draining the coolant, and then I'm gonna drain the transmission, and then after that I can start hopefully pulling the motor. I sprayed WD-40 on the mounts, all the mounts, so you know it should be working its way all the way down there already. Spray the back ones already too, so just a work in progress, guys. Pulling a motor is not easy. Well, guys, been going at it for a while now. Started raining. Not so good, guys. See the axle still down there. Can't seem to get it out. It's a pain in the ass. Yeah, it's a pain in the butt. Can't get it out. It is stuck. So inside there's a little ring that locks it in place. That ring, I'm pretty sure that ring is like stuck. So it's locked in there. So it's gonna be a while till I can get it out. But I did order a tool to come and help. So I do have a slide hammer, but what I'm gonna be doing is this a CV axle adapter for the slide hammer that you can slide right behind it, and then you can use the slide hammer on it. So I'm gonna be ordering that part. So hopefully it comes in soon, because I'm pretty the auto parts stores don't have them. So I'm gonna be ordering one. Hopefully it comes in soon. But other than that, guys, she's gonna have to wait for a while. But other than that, guys, I gotta wait for it to come in. I'll be right back once that part comes in, guys. Alright, guys, so welcome back. You guys can see on my Instagram, finally pulled out the motor. I'm very sorry, guys, I didn't show you guys anything because I was just so into it already, so I didn't like get the chance to like record anything. But this is what I end up doing. You guys see this? I couldn't pull out the axle, so what I'm doing is just unclipping the clamp to the boot, and the boot is over here now. So this is what I end up doing. I will be greasing it back when I put the motor back together, but I end up doing this, so yeah, I'll just have to re-grease it because I don't know why I couldn't take it out. So I'm gonna try take it out like how it is now, because I have so much more room now. But overall, I'm gonna have to respray I'm gonna spray everything, make sure everything's all clean. Repaint everything. I'm gonna have to cut these out too, guys. I'm gonna cut these out, you know, because you guys will see. But guys, end up pulling the motor out, and it's surgery, guys. Took out her heart. Took out her heart, guys. Damn, it's crazy. Thanks to my little bros for helping me. All they did was just give me tools. They didn't do jack shit. But yeah, guys, this is how my motor is gonna be. I know this might be a pretty short video, but guys, this is how you guys will be taking out the motor, guys. So you guys can see you have to remove a lot of stuff. So you see this, you guys have to remove the AC line. You remove both the AC lines, unplug the AC lines. You guys see like right here, you guys have to unplug both of them. If you start your power steering, you gotta unplug the power steering, both from the top and the bottom hose. So all you guys gotta do is just remove these vacuum lines that connects to the fuel bar up here. Then you also got to remove the battery cables and whatnot. Remove the battery cables. For sure, remove your battery bracket here. You guys see this? So it's bent up. What I end up doing is I couldn't remove it at all because going under here was so hard. Under here was so hard because there's a bolt nut down here, but it was so hard to get out. So I ended up just just bending it to pull out the transmission. You gotta pull out these coolant lines that goes into the inside. Yeah, move all this coolant lines too. You also gotta move these AC lines. AC line. This will be the AC line that goes over the starter. Just unclip it and just pull it off. Transmission cables, shift cables, shift linkage. Also, you gotta remove the throttle cable. What I end up doing, because I don't want to mess with the calibration, or I guess you can say calibration, I just remove the whole bracket with it, so I can leave that because I don't want to mess with that. You gotta unplug this. For the booster, that connects to the booster, you gotta unplug that. And then you gotta unplug a lot of these sensors. You gotta unplug this. I didn't unplug this sensor because it was not in the way. But I ended up unplugging. Yeah, see, I unplugged this too. That was the fuel line right there. This is the fuel line, so you gotta unplug that. And then you guys see there's sensors and stuff in here too. Be very careful before you guys actually remove the motor. It was unnecessary for me to unplug some of these. Like these, some of these you could just kept it on. Like, oh yeah, see, like this thing, you could just left this on too. There's no point. I'll show you guys some of the sensors that you guys don't need to unplug. You guys don't need to unplug this at all. That goes to the alternator. You guys could have done that when you guys pull out the motor. So guys, you guys don't really have to unplug any of these. You guys don't really have to unplug any of these. So you guys see these, you don't really have to unplug these at all, because these go up here. This one goes right here. Also, you didn't really have to unplug these. You don't have to unplug this sensor, but I would recommend unplugging this one because this one goes right here, and that will be in the way, and you want to break that sensor. Also, unplug this sensor that goes into this little this goes into the EGR sensor right there. So you gotta unplug that because you don't want to break it too. This is how you guys will have to remove it. Like a lot of these sensors you guys don't have to because the engine harness is literally right here. You just gotta unplug it from the main harness. So this is all the main stuff. So this all goes to the fuse box and stuff like that. So you just unplug it from there. You should be fine. Other than that, everything's just good to go. You don't really have to do much at all. There's a lot of removing vacuum lines. You just gotta remove the fuel lines, vacuum lines. Yeah, but you just move a lot. You gotta remove a lot of these vacuum lines, and you should be good. And also, you gotta remove the axles, which is a pain in the ass. But yeah. But guys, you guys also remove this sensor right here too. But guys, when hoisting up the motor, make sure you be careful for this sensor, because I don't know if this is only for the Type SH or it's for the base model too, but be very careful for this sensor, because if you guys break this sensor, it's gonna be a bitch. Because I don't know if there's any these actual parts for this. You might have to order a genuine Honda for it, but then that, guys, this is how it looks like with the motor out. I was really looking forward to spraying the inside, but this is because I didn't do any delete or anything like that. This is all stock. I'm gonna have to do the best I can. I will sand everything that I can, cover, tape everything up, cover everything up that I can, and we should be good to go. Yeah, right now, guys, it's best to do all your fuel filter. Mine is right there, I believe. Do all your fuel filter and stuff like that. Anything that you guys can do right now, this is the best time to do it right now, because your engine's out, you have a lot of room, and this is the best time to do it. For me, I will have to remove this engine mount right here. I removed that engine mount. And guys, I forgot to tell you, but for the front mount, you really don't have to remove the whole thing. Like, I just unplugged these. I just unscrewed these 2 bolts because this can move freely, so you're fine with that. But I gotta move a lot of stuff. I moved the entire bracket over there. I moved this entire bracket. You won't have to remove this engine mount as much. You just have to just unscrew this 1 bolt. It's just a bolt on this side. There's no nut on this side because let's come down to here. So the bolt slides through here, and then right here it's actually it's not even, I don't know, it's actually one attachment. It's one attachment, I believe, because I don't know, it looks like a nut, but when I was doing it, I couldn't even twist this, so I ended up just twisting the whole bolt, and this thing just kind of came out, and this thing just kind of stuck on there. It doesn't look like it's welded, but I think it's probably just like super rusted in there. But you guys might have to remove this. I don't know. I'll just remove the bolt, the bolt first, and then see if the nut is spinning. If the nut doesn't spin, then I think you're good to go. But guys, that's pretty much how you pull a H22 motor from a Honda Prelude. Also one thing too, I have the Type SH, so I have the HTS unit. So see right here, this is the HTS unit right here. This is the HTS unit, and that is a bitch. I want to do the HTS delete, but I have to find like a intermediate shaft that goes from the tranny to the axle. But I was like, yeah, that's whatever. I'll just keep it like this for now. Probably like, cause I already know how to pull the motor, so whenever I need to, I will pull it even quicker. But yeah, guys. But guys, if I was to do like an actual estimate on how to do this for a beginner like myself, this is the first time I ever pulled a motor. Like I said, that's how you pull the motor for a beginner like myself. It only took me like, I'd say 5 hours. That was it. The first 3 hours was removing everything because everything's so tight. You gotta take your time, make sure that you don't break anything. Also, you gotta spray WD-40 or PB blaster on a lot of the bolts to make sure that you don't break them. And then removing a lot of the ball joints and stuff like that. That was like the 3 hour mark. That was like the 3 hour mark. And then when actually pulling the motor, if you were able to like take out your axle, then you'd be going right away, and then you should be able to take it out in like the next hour. But it took me a while, so that's why I put in that extra hour, because I had to wait for the tool, try out the tool, and the tool didn't work. And so when I tried out the tool didn't work, that cost me like an hour at work. So that's why I'm adding in there just for the hour work. But if you were to be able to actually remove the axle, god damn, like you should be able to pull this out in 4 hours. In 4 hours, if not, probably like 5. But it took me like 5 hours to remove this all in total, like all together. So honestly, it didn't even take that long. Like honestly, I thought it was gonna be like a 10 hour job, but then it was like 5 hours, guys. So like easy stuff. Doesn't take that long, honestly. Like since I took it out in 5 hours, like technically 4 hours if the axle wasn't giving me some issues. Honestly, I think I could probably cut that in half. The next time, I think I could probably do it. And this is probably it for my video for today, guys. You guys enjoyed it. Make sure you guys give a big thumbs up. I'm super sorry that I am not showing you guys much of what I do. Because, like with something like this, once I get into it, I'm just so in the zone that I just forget to show you guys, because I just want to get it done. I'm just so in the zone. I'm like that. I'm just at it. But hope that me describing, telling you guys what to do, will kind of help you guys pull your motor if you guys are actually looking to pull your motor. But without further ado, guys, this is probably it for my video. If you guys like this video, give this video a big thumbs up. Comment down below any question you guys have on pulling the motor, because I know there will be some questions, guys. But without further ado, guys, peace out. I'll see you guys next time.